Remember to take you off mute this time.
Hey, thank you.
Good. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Film Cave, episode number 75. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. 75. That's a big number. That's a round number. We are
Yes,
3/4 of the way to 100,
We
which
are
is
almost
pretty
there.
wild.
It is wild.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, it's doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
Doing this for a whole while, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. We have only look forward to the future. Hopefully we can get this thing kicking and blowing up, and got ideas, man. Got ideas. And we need you guys to stick around for that. But we don't have a lot of show today, but we have some good stuff. Some exciting stuff. Try to fill in the gaps, but everything in here, passionate about. So that's good. And I'm excited to get into it. Are you ready, sir?
I'm very ready. Let's get it going.
Yes. So again, we thank you if you're watching from live and or playback. We appreciate all for which we're on many, many platforms. There's like tons and thousands. So please show your love on all of them. We'd appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Looks like this. Simple and easy. Helps the channel reach a lot more people. Helps the show grow. Bars. Hit that notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop in future. You want to stay caught up with that shit. Why not? Nothing else going on in the world, right? Why not do something great? But most importantly, that big ass red button down there that says subscribe. I'm gonna take this finger or thumb. I don't know how you click shit. Boom. Hit it. Hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We love you. All right. Let's get into it. For those of you, actually, no, fuck that. Yes. Is that how I started out?
I don't remember. I was just
Me neither.
I was just going with it. I think that's right. Wait. For those of you that don't know,
Yeah,
right?
fuck it. For those of you who don't know, me and Noble a couple of what?
Fucking nerds.
Fucking nerds, man, which means we talk about film any and all gots damn day. But we like it. But sometimes we want to venture out. We want to sneak behind the curtain, sneak out the door and go see and talk about some other things that we like and could quite possibly be passionate about.
Yeah.
But sometimes, well, all the time, the world of film still finds a way to rear her beautiful head into the conversation. Because why?
Because she's a jealous ass bitch, man. She just won't stop.
No, she won't. Because that jealousy be high as a bitch. Yes, it does.
Hi.
But anywho, we call this particular segment, I Don't Have It Ready or Queued Up. Because I was fucking around.
That's a great title.
Like, stop hitting the right thumb shit, you idiot. That is me. I'm talking to everybody. Fuck it. We got to spin it now. It's on the right track. Listen to TFC out there in the world. 9 o'clock hour. Well, depending on where you're at. This is my radio voice. Everybody out there listening. We thank you. I'm back. That's over. Out there in the world, y'all. Out there in the mother fudging world. Now, there's a particular fashion in which we go about out there in the world. So, Logan, do you mind telling the people what that fashion would be?
That fashion would be titled Traditionary Fashion, my friend.
Goddamn right it is. So, within said fashion, sir, what do you have? Take us away.
Well, it's funny because in your intro that was, it feels like it's been a month since we've done this, but it's just been 7 days. And yeah, I forgot how to do Out There in the World as well. But you eventually got it out that the world of film doesn't always have to come in, but it does, and whatever. We do have a topic that's not film related, but that actually is big enough to get its own full topic, not Out There in the World. So I'm going to hold off on that, which means that basically I've only got film related shit. So
Same.
first thing, I was just gonna bring up the obvious Black Adam poster coming out before said trailer tomorrow, which I'm very excited for.
And I'll be at work, so no reaction there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, what time is it going to be at? Because I mean, I'm already going to have to get up 2.5 hours early to try and do Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel
Oh God,
all
both of them.
before work, and DC's dumb enough to put the trailer out on a Wednesday with that. I mean, like, I don't know what they're doing there, but
Jesus Christ.
yeah, like they definitely should have dropped that shit today. But yeah, so we got the poster. It is a very crisp, clean looking view at our boy Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Tagline could use some work.
Sounds very Black Adam-y though.
The world needed a hero. It got Black Adam, and it's like, okay, they didn't try too hard on that. I mean, I guess I respect it.
No.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this trailer tomorrow. I'm expecting some shit. It's like I think it's obvious it's going to be a teaser more so than a full-on blown trailer.
You think so?
Well, I mean,
they gave us little tidbits so much already.
Yeah, but I just think we have time for another full trailer or two, and we haven't got a legitimate teaser for this. It's always been in the it was in that thing of the slate.
DC needs heroes, and then
and then they changed the fucking slate
before
like
that.
2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
I remember watching that in the theater before something, and I think it was before the Batman, and I'm like, those dates aren't even right. But definitely excited because this doesn't come out till October, so we have 4 full months, or more than that to get to this movie. But yeah, poster looks good. Definitely excited for the trailer. Is there anything that you're hoping to see tomorrow for this trailer?
Just him kicking ass.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't have no major thing. I just want to see him fuck somebody up, give me some cheesy lines, and be badass.
It doesn't need to be cheesy. I don't need cheesy.
This is The Rock. There's gonna be some kind of cheese in there, or maybe not. Like I said, apparently everyone's like, this is the Rock acting. So apparently,
that'd be great.
We gonna get it. So I'm fine without the cheese, but I just expect a lot of badassness and hero shots and introduced to the JSA.
Yeah,
that's really about it. I'm very excited. I hope it drops late night. Well, probably not because the game will be on, so I'll be definitely fucked. Dear God.
Right. I mean, it's gonna drop at like 8 a.m. Probably.
I mean, if that's the case, I can do it. I can squeeze it out and be like, hey, here we go. But if that shit's late, dear God.
Yeah.
Well, I hope there's no eyebrow. Black Adam eyebrow.
Oh God, that's so not Black Adam though, man. That's just
it's
no.
Not Black Adam.
I'll tell you that is one thing which it makes sense for more of a full trailer, I would guess. But I would love to see. I mean, I watched it so many times that teaser for Black Adam that was all the concept art that just kind of was animated, going back, to when he's a slave and he's mistreated and all that. I would love to start there, but I guess that's the movie. So maybe don't spoil the whole movie, but that's what actually gets me excited is there's a big possibility that we're sold on this character very early on, and all the crazy shit that he does later is okay to us if they execute it right, because he was fucking mistreated.
It can be in Magneto levels.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, definitely love that. The poster's dope. Excited for the trailer. Blow my socks off. I want to make a mess. So give it to me.
There we go.
So speaking of trailers, one dropped today. It was unbelievably fucking badass. And I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I was because the teaser was okay, it was cute. But this oh my God, and that's Prey from Hulu. Now, this is a movie, right? Not a series?
Yes.
This is a movie? Okay. It literally shows, I don't know, it's very, very long time ago.
Cherokees.
Yeah. And I'm literally trying to live life with a predator just starts coming and fucking with this shit. It's like, oh no. And it's literally that. Hunting upon hunted and everything. I love the feel. I love the grits. I love the shots. Him fucking holding up that bear screaming was amazing. An interesting fact, I was like, wow, they're all speaking English. But
Correct.
there is an option, or when you play that bitch for them to speak in their
Flip that
native
shit.
language. Exactly. I'm like, boom. First of all, that's a lot to do. That's a lot of shooting and a lot of work.
Yeah.
And a lot of work.
That's
but
the
I
thing
admire
is,
it.
I don't think it's one or the other is dubbed. I don't think they shot it as both. One is dubbed, but I don't know which one.
Really? I saw like a thing about it, and it said where the actors were like reenact or act out there.
Well, that's great. The thing I saw, it was just one thing that said the word dubbed, but if they didn't dub it, that's crazy and also awesome because, basically, I don't think I've actually ever watched a Predator movie all the way through, like, period.
It's getting insane.
But so this trailer popped up on my Twitter feed, and I started watching it without even volume. I didn't even like click on it to like make it bigger, and I was just watching it, kind of just looking at it because I was like, I don't care about this, basically.
Oh my.
And I watched the first half of the trailer with no sound, and I was like, this is fucking great. Like, especially as soon as I saw that it was from the guy that made 10 Cloverfield Lane, I was like,
yeah, that surprised me. I was like,
I love that. Because I mean, it's wrong, I guess, but like you can't blame me as well for. I look at it and say, okay, this is 20th Century Studios owned by Disney now, but Disney's not going to give them a ton of money. And this is a movie made directly for Hulu, which is the like stepson of Disney that like only gets shit. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Jesus.
But this looks great. Like, talking about cool shots, the CG with the bear, like you can tell they don't have movie like a theatrical release budget, but that's okay. You understand that. And then, but the cool shots for me, I loved at the end when they're in like the wheat field or like the tall grass, whatever that is. And first it's that girl's like this, and then all of a sudden just ding, and it's just like the fucking red lasers on her. But then that shot of them running, and it's just like it's an invisible fucking thing, was unbelievably awesome.
It was.
And so I just got to give you my story though, because so my boss and my coworker are massive nerds. We're IT guys, that's obvious. And Predator is obviously like a massive thing to them. And so I was like, hey, I got a trailer for y'all to watch. Just let me, let's just see what this is. And so that's what's funny is I've never seen one of these movies. So the trailer starts and it's just the Cherokee girl. And then immediately it shows the sky and it shows the clouds doing that thing. And my boss immediately like fucking Predator. Like he just knows. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, apparently that's a thing that they do in all of them or whatever. But then my coworker he was so engrossed already that he didn't even like hear that. And so the bear scene comes along and that thing picks him up and it's invisible for a second and all that. And my coworker was like, holy shit. He was like, wait, are you serious? Like he was like doing this, like ducking around my head. Like I'm sitting in front of the screen. I'm like, I'm giving you full room. Like I'm like moved over. And he's like, still doing this. But yeah, trailer was fucking awesome. And then it was funny because my coworker was like, the only thing is it's weird to see those Cherokee people speak in English. And I was like, weirdly enough, they thought of that shit for once. So pretty cool there. Yeah. And he was like, oh my God, that's awesome. So very, very actually excited for this. Could the movie suck? Of course. But this is a damn good trailer. I mean, it is a
very damn good trailer.
Very good trailer. The vibes are there. I love the such oppositeness of we're going from like slinging rocks and bows and arrows to a predator with like the most insane tech and like that going back and forth. Like this obviously has to end with this girl getting murdered. Like she's like, I can kill it. And it's like, no, you fucking can't. Like he's going to walk up behind you and just slit your throat, but we'll see.
I mean, you have to watch the other movies, dude.
Yeah, but like
I would have to comment on that, but I can't.
But she shouldn't be able to. It should just snipe her head off, but it's all right.
Jesus. I put up the thing here and it says, Hulu will offer the option to watch Prey in the Comanche, sorry if I'm fucking that up, language, with the original actors returning to perform their roles.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
dope.
dope.
I don't think, because you can obviously, I don't think they want it to be obvious, because obviously you have people speaking English and then there's like fucking their language on top of it. It's like, I'm sure they want that. It's like, no, make this shit fucking authentic.
Right.
Let's do it and just go ahead. Which I love.
So-
I might fuck around and watch both.
That's the thing is, I mean, I'm for sure gonna watch the English one first,
Mm.
but if this movie is damn good, I gotta check out the other. You know, you're getting different takes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty legit.
That's really dope.
I
You know
like
what they should do? Oh my god, this would be expensive as fuck though. But if they were to do this, just use this film. Since they're doing like reshooting this for like different language, what if they did that for like perspective? Like the first movie was like, okay,
Oh fuck.
about the Comanches
Yeah.
and stuff, and then the other part was from the Predator. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Well, have you seen The Last Duel yet?
No, I still haven't seen the last story yet.
It's literally that.
Right,
It's fucking dope.
right. That'd be amazing. But
Tough watch, but it's dope. Yeah, it would be much better as a Predator movie. I'll tell you that. I mean, shit.
I'm sure. Okay, what
Yeah.
else you got?
Honestly, I think that's all I've got. Oh wait, no, I lied. I lied.
Okay.
Fucking Joker 2. Did you see that yet?
Okay, wait. Because I was skimming through trying to find shit on Twitter. I think I found I saw something about Joker, but I paid no mind.
So,
Oh, Joker for whatever the fuck.
yeah, which translates to Madness for Two.
Oh, we about to get a Willem Dafoe.
And then also a picture of Joaquin Phoenix reading a script, and you can see his name watermarked across it, like it's got a big phoenix on top of that, like he's reading a script for the second. It's right here. You want to see it?
Yeah, I see the red.
But,
yeah. Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, so immediately some people are saying, "Oh, that's Harley Quinn," and I'm like, "The fuck it is! It better not be," because I don't think that works at all. But if they're going for, obviously it'd be a very original story, because we have the 3 Jokers comic storyline where there's 3 of them. But if they just wanted to do 2, I would be very for that, especially if they got Willem Dafoe, which they would be stupid not to. Especially when he's like, "Yeah, I've heard about that, and that sounds cool. Let's do it."
Right, because now he's aware of the shit.
They should be blowing his fucking phone up like, "We will absolutely pay you for that." What you got?
Maybe they already have.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe they already have.
I'm thinking that that's what's happening, and if that's the case, great. Hopefully, it lives up to, because the first Joker, it's kind of funny because it became like the weird flag that you sway if you're like a fucking asshole. It's like, oh, I love Joker though, and it's like, of course you're white and you're this and you're oppressed, because you think you're oppressed, but you're just white. And it's like, okay, no, it's just like a really good fucking movie, and like it's Joker, and this is my favorite live action interpretation of why he's like laughing, like that thing that he's got where he laughs, and he's got this card that he has to give people because he laughs uncontrollably. As soon as, I remember the first time I was sitting in the theater, and that's what was like really being portrayed, and he's like enough to like choke, and I was like, this is fucking incredible, like so good. So hopefully this one lives up to the hype, but I would consider this a confirmation that they are most definitely moving forward with a Joker sequel. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. The first one's great. We all know that, but it's not. I haven't watched it since.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen it?
Once, maybe twice.
You only okay?
I'm like, I don't need to see it multiple times. It's not one of those movies that like multiple viewings or rewatch. I'm just like, I'm good. I got it on the first or whenever it was. I think I've only seen it from beginning to end the first time in theaters, and the rest like bits and pieces. Like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I got the gist.
Wow.
Didn't need to see it again. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was like, it made its mark. Cool. I'm good. But yeah, great movie for sure. Well deserved Oscar. Not knocking that at all. Now just him and Willem are gonna have to battle for it whenever the fuck the year it comes out. I was about to say next year. That's false. So we'll see. All right. So I got a few little tidbits here.
What you got?
Oh, I lied. There's only one. Deadpool staying R. Official. Which I'm very, 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 very excited for. There's always been rumblings. Well, they won't they? The writers are coming back, yeah. But officially, it's like, boom, no, bitch. They're keeping the R. Thank you so much, Marvel. I'm very excited. And I love Marvel for that. You need to do that with Blade. But it's fine. I'll take a Deadpool. R, keep him there. I still think they're going to do, like we said, the PG-13 bleepy bloops when he's in other people's shit. Yeah. But his movie full on cock and balls and shit. Yeah. What do you think about it? Official now.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't even really read about that. It's just the thing. I mean, for me, it's been official for a long time. I guess people, it's the thing of really, it's just been like media of like, well, they change, like it's not Bob Iger anymore. It's somebody else. Like they could change their mind. And it's like, okay, y'all are scaring me. Can you fucking stop stressing me out about this? Like, yeah, it was Bob Iger that said that and he's gone. But like, fuck me, please. Like,
yeah.
So official again is literally, I mean, it's a great way to put it because this has only been confirmed like 7 times. But also,
right.
Get to fucking work, guys. Like, where we at? Especially because I know after Adam Project, Ryan Reynolds is like, I think he said he's taking a full year off. So like we're for sure not getting, we're not getting anything, in the next year. Yeah, because he did Free Guy.
Well, he did a lot, yeah.
And Adam Project right in a row, and
fucking Red Notice, and
yeah, and I think he was also kind of talking about. He's like, don't you think Blake should get to work? Like he was like, she hasn't got to work because he's like, if I'm working, she's with me with the kids, and he's like, now it's my turn for her to work and be with the kids. But they always travel together, which I thought was cool. Like they're always together.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm a little sad, but also I fully understand that's a human being, and especially a fucking Deadpool movie is a lot of work.
It is. Which I'm fine with that. Take as much time as you need to perfect that shit up right.
I hope there's already a script, and I hope it's on fucking the 17th draft already, and the jokes are just getting more solid. Please.
Right. Absolutely. I'm excited. We shall see. Okay. That is all I got.
Mm-hmm.
For out there in the world. If there's anything you felt like we've missed, please don't be shy. Let it be known in the live chat and or the comment section below if you're watching on playback. We thank you so much. We're always poking in and out of the comments, so we'll see it. Let us know.
Sir.
All right. I have teased this in past shows of me starting this and being influenced by this man here. In this next form of media we're about to partake in. But we both decided, fuck it, let's do it. And we fucking just, I don't know what I'm going to say, but we finished it. Batman Unburied.
It was hard not to.
Yeah, Batman Unburied, the Spotify audio series, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
10-part series, about 25 to 30 minutes a pop.
Each one. I'd say.
Winston Duke, Lance Reddick, Gina Rodriguez, Sam Witwer,
Hassan Minaj.
Yes, somebody said I want to fuck up his name. Hassan Minaj. There you go. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Jason
Isaacs. Jason Isaacs. Yes, I had started this, and of course, life intervened, so I didn't get to finish it. But he, as in this man over here, kind of took the baton, ran with it, and just fucking,
oh my god,
full shot it.
I Usain Bolt that shit. You hand me that baton, I was like, oh, Batman, okay, bye.
Right, took off. I'm like, fuck. He texted me, yo, you finish it? I'm like, shit, no. He's like, well, find the fucking way for Tuesday. All right, fine. And I finally did all day yesterday, no matter where I went.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
My head
I appreciate you. Because you were on 6 yesterday?
I was on 4.
Oh, fuck me, man.
I was on 4, yeah.
So yeah, you had some homework, my boy.
I was on 4, but you being more kind of fresh to it, please lead the way. What did you think?
So I guess I don't want to go like full on spoilers for people, because this is something that people should get to experience this, I think. But if this comes up again on another episode, we will be spoiling, because you can knock it out in a week. We both did it. But yeah, Batman Unburied. Super different, super original. The first thing I said, like as soon as I finished it, I was like, hey, Spotify, if you want to go ahead and send that over to DC Animation and let them animate that thing to a T. Don't even change the goddamn sound design. Like nothing has to be changed. Just animate it, and you have one of DC Animated's best, just one-off animated movies. I mean, It is so fucking good. Like, and it would be easy. Like in the grand scheme of things, like they don't like the directions there. It's all done. You just have to put characters' faces to the voices, and that's it. Obviously not easy, but anyway. Winston Duke, absolutely fantastic. It's hilarious how you go many episodes before getting any Batman at all, at all, and guess what? You don't miss it. Like, you are engrossed in the story 110%. Bruce Wayne is a doctor that works on dead people, and his parents are alive, and they think he's wasting his goddamn time. And shit's going down. We've got this new harvester, who is, I really liked it because it's very serial killer, just centric. It's like, it's not like he's like a super villain, like must. No, it's like, no, he's straight out of like real, like serial killers have done that shit. And
I wasn't finished.
And and I love that scene towards the beginning when some shit happens to Bruce because he's working on one of the bodies, and Thomas Wayne's like, you just had this shit go down. He's like, look at your hand while you're holding this, and he's like, it is steady. Like, he's like, it's not shaking at all. And he's like, you're wasting your talent on the dead. And it's like, oh shit, man, that's fucking awesome. Like, he's like, you can go through that shit and still hold a scalpel like that. And he's like, you should be saving lives, not working on dead people. But anyway, absolutely loved all of this. Barbara Gordon is great. The twists and turns that you get of, reveals of characters that may or may not be somebody or something. I really loved it. And I mean, by the time you get to the end, it's a full-on Batman movie. Yeah. And I even love that obviously there's action and, things are going down, but it's, kind of one of those where the final battle is a lot of like talking.
Yeah.
And
it's a confrontation for sure.
And it's so smart. Like, I really enjoyed it. So immediately I made Hannah start listening to it. I think she's already on 8 in 2 days.
Oh, damn.
Because she drives for work. And so she's just got it playing in the car. And she was just texting me all day, like, this? And I'm like, yep. And because she's so into like anything serial killer, like murder mystery, anything like that. And so I was like, you got to listen to this because it's like much more of that than it is Batman. Anything.
Just like Cold Case Files.
Exactly. Because that was the thing, was when I finished it, I was looking at her and I was like, okay. I said, it's literally a mixture. It's Batman as like a cover, but it's a mixture of Mindhunter and Hannibal put together. And I don't know if you've watched either of those.
Ooh, that's a good...
there's shit going on in people's heads that may or may not be real. You're deep diving into serial killers, and you're in Gotham. It's like, that's all it is. And it's fucking incredible. And the only downside is that I could only listen to it and I couldn't watch it.
Right.
Period.
That is very true. I really like this. Like I said, you get so just immersed in it. Like, sometimes I don't even realize that I forget that it's in my ear. Like, it just becomes natural conversation in my head. I'm just like, yep. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, something happens that snaps me back. Like, shit, listen to this. Right. It's so good. Like you said, the sound, sweet Jesus. like sound editing for this, whatever, is magnificent.
Yeah.
Like with every little detail. I'm like, holy hell. So I only have one gripe.
Okay, what you got?
Winston Duke was amazing. His Bruce Wayne, phenomenal.
You didn't like that Batman voice?
Did not. Like,
I don't know how he did it physically.
there was moments where I was like, okay, this is good. Like,
Yeah,
this
correct.
sounds great. But then when it sounds like it's too much of like, and then,
Yeah, correct.
I was like, whoa, like you can sound like it's not natural.
Yeah,
And that's why I was like, I don't like this.
Most definitely. Yeah.
But when he first, I can't even.
See, it's tough. Huh?
It's tough. I'll just say the first reveal of the voice, in the moment that it's happening, I'm like, whoa, okay, this is good. Like when I guess he starts to awake. I don't know how to say it without spoiling shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know what I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, this is getting me.
That's so good.
Sometimes just pulled me out. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree. My cousin and I talked about it because he really is just like, it's what you did as a kid when you're like, I'm gonna sound scary now, and you're like,
yes.
But the thing is, when I just did that, all the air in my lungs just came out, and so like I don't know how he's doing dialogue. Like, it's
but that's
very
the thing. You can tell.
unnatural.
Like sometimes it gets to him. Like you can.
Yeah,
you can
correct.
Hear it.
Correct.
And that's what just gets weird.
You can tell that he's not also doing acrobatic stunts while talking like this. Yeah. No, I fully get it. The only thing is I could see them saying like, hey, no, go more extreme because this is audio only. And so like we need your voice to be this, but it doesn't work the whole time. That's for damn sure. There's moments where I'm like, okay, that sounded terrifyingly good. But then other times it's like, hey, go ahead and let's just move on.
Yeah, just let that one go. Like, not another take. Got it.
Right.
Yeah, Barbara was great. Her last minute sidekick was great.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. The later additions were great.
Fucking
I was like,
awesome.
wow, we're spending 2 episodes with this.
Yeah.
Got it.
The final reveal of like who's the grand villain.
Yeah.
That was the one that I was like, I gotta have Hannah watch this because growing up she always loved that character.
Right.
And like the fact that you have no idea that the first one is in it, and then you get this one and you're like, oh fuck man, this is full on a Batman movie. Like,
oh yeah,
you got a gallery.
Right. Because that first one, I was like, wait, this motherfucker is that motherfucker?
Exactly.
Whoa.
And I was like, let's fucking go, man.
Right. And I thought it was just gonna be him.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, here we go.
And what they do for the final villain and like for the powers and for this and like explaining all that and the trauma and everything. I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
So fucking good. And then the only other thing, I obviously won't spoil it, but that final conversation Bruce has with his parents is unbelievable. Like
so good.
I'm immediately when it was happening, I was like, "Fuck! They should have saved something like this for the Batman."
Yeah.
Like, just because I want to see this visually because it is phenomenal storytelling. Like,
it's so good. The closest we've gotten to was Phantasm.
Yeah, correct.
That little moment, and that reminded me a lot of it. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, like whoever wrote this really understood, and it's a genius way of telling a Batman story to be able to have
David S. Goyer, man,
have the Waynes still involved, but like also still keeping Batman true to what we all know and love. And so like the way you bounced off of that, it was just beautifully done to be able to have great storytelling between characters that should not be able to talk. And that final conversation, it is a 10 out of 10 phenomenal scene. And I mean,
magnificent.
I loved it to death.
Even the conversation after that, the last conversation between him and the surprise sidekick, correct. I was like, wow, this is just
so good.
So good. It's just like a mutual respect, like happening. And like, I just love the thanks at the end. I was like, that was great. That was really damn great.
Because both know more about the other than they should, and both are keeping that shit silent.
Yep.
And like, it really is a mutual respect, and it's just beautifully done, man. And Hassan Minhaj, phenomenal.
Didn't even know that was him until
so good.
I fucking looked it up. I was like, who is this?
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Love it for him. But
fucking Lance Reddick, amazing. That man's voice is just
so
sex in the ear.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
Just suave. Like,
As
I
hell.
hear his voice and I don't even like drink this, but it's like somebody just pouring like bourbon. They're just like,
oh yeah,
let me get you a glass. And you're just like,
get
fuck,
something
man.
good here, and some shit with the fucking. It's like, good God.
Would you
like
to another glass?
Right, like the audio, like introductions to the episodes.
Oh man.
Whenever it's him, and then when Winston does, I'm like, it's fucking great.
Yeah. Because Lance is the one, he's like, this is for mature audiences.
Right.
But then
Mature
Winston over here was like literally trying to be sensual with it, and he was like, you're
see, I like that. It's like
Batman.
Unburied. You know,
Unburied. And you're like, God damn, man. Like,
it's like shit. That's what I look forward to. I don't know.
Right. It's like, fuck.
I don't think I'm supposed to be listening with that whole man's ear holes.
But no. Yeah. Voice cast is great. I mean, it really is. It's something I didn't know could be good. Like, way to go, Spotify. And I would think this is quite obviously something that spurred through COVID and being able to, you've got big actors that aren't working because they're stuck at home. They probably took very little money, got sent a microphone and some noise canceling stuff for a closet, knocked this shit out. And it's fucking awesome.
It is. I hope this sparks and dawns so much more.
Yeah.
Because it needs, even if you want to, give me a follow-up or just do another story with Batman, just fucking do whatever. I am here for it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I want that good animation
oh my God,
idea.
Man. Like,
because that'd just be great.
This really could be one of the best if they just did it. Because just visually with
R-rated, of course.
Visually with what is going on, it could look so good. Like, oh man, please.
Just the first interaction with the Harvester alone,
exactly.
Like should not just be like, that's R-rated. Keep everything. I want to see it. I want to see now you tell you all that shit. I want to see it.
It was funny because when I was trying to explain to Hannah, I was like, you got to listen to this when I'm done. I wasn't even done yet, and I was like, listen to this. Just part. Like, I paused it and went back 15 seconds. And I was like, just listen to like the sound design of this. And it was Barbara talking to some of her cops. And one of them's like you like hear sirens going off and you hear footsteps and you hear shit and all this background. And, you just hear like city noise and all that.
Background noise is impeccable.
And I mean, multiple times I'm like on my walks and I hear something and I'm like looking behind me. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like,
same.
A siren or footsteps or something. But it was funny because like Barbara's talking to these people and I'm letting Hannah listen, and somebody's like, well, what the fuck does that mean? And she was like, oh wow, like they did R-rated. And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's real. Like, it feels real. Because it's not like Batman sitting there going, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, now it's not that. Like, it's true to the character of that, but it's real to the world of what would be happening with a bunch of cops, serial killers, things like that.
Or just Gotham.
I mean, it works super, super well. So really enjoyed it once again. I mean, please check this out, because if this comes up again, like next week, if we're having a slow time, which I don't think we will be, but next time we talk about it, we'll go full spoilers because it's worth talking about.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
More of an in-depth conversation needs to be had.
Yeah, because this is worth a re-listen. I mean, for sure.
By far, you can pick up on shit that you missed the first time, whatever it may be. Absolutely.
Because that was the only thing it's probably because I was like not necessarily paying attention correctly or something in the moment. But we're episodes in, and then we get the flip from what we've been doing to something else, but you don't know it. Like the point is you don't know it. And when Barbara shows up and you're like I it took me a little while to realize like the reveal of like, oh, this is different. Like we're in a whole different situation now. If you can kind of get my drift. I think we're from Bruce to Barbara. Yeah. And it was just like after I figured that out, it was just all in again. But I definitely want to re-listen because it's fucking phenomenal.
No, so it's absolutely great. Okay, so again, check it out, guys. If you have Spotify, it's free. Go listen to all of it, and trust me, on a walk, on a run, on a drive, on the train, something.
And that was the thing with you. I was like, how have you not finished this? Because I just was in New York, and I'm like, man, every time you're on the subway, you should have this shit playing. Like.
Well, I was away, motherfucker. I was a little distracted.
I know, that's what I mean. It's like I'm like, fucking life still happens. So,
right.
Yeah. But I appreciate you working your ass off yesterday and getting that shit done. So we could talk about it because
I was like,
last thing in the world I wanted to do was spoil it for you or something because it's so good, man.
Right. Because then I saw your tweet on it when you finished it. I was like, okay, so it gets fucking even better. Okay, so I gotta finish it.
Correct.
Gotta finish it. Okay. So. This one, I decided didn't have to be, but I wanted it to be because it's something I'm very passionate about regarding this next topic. Oh, my chest. Okay. So, those of you who know, I am a pretty big horror fan. I love horror. I love not all of his films, but great ones. When done right. Right. Those two. Especially when done right. And one of those and one of my favorite franchises is Scream. Right, basically. Featuring one of the most legendary final girl heroines of all time. Up there with Jamie, all of them certified. Sidney Prescott, Neve Campbell. Scream 5 came out, we all know. That film was great. Did well. Everyone's talking about it. Yay. Great stuff. We're the successor. Greenlit, fast as shit. We're doing 6. Rumblings. We don't know if Nev's coming back. Courtney's coming back. Everyone who survived in the first one's coming back. Great. These rumors started getting heavier and heavier. And I should probably put that up there. Hey, we don't know if she's coming back, but nothing's official. Until these fucking, what are they called? Cons, conventions, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Happened. And everyone's saying, she said she's out. She said she's not doing it. I said, I refuse to believe unless it's official because of Sidney fucking Prescott. She is Scream. Yesterday, the shit was official. She said, fuck it, I'm out. I have been a woman in this industry for years trying to fight for relevancy and all this good shit like everybody else. And I was not being offered the shit I felt like I was deserved for what I brought to this franchise. So that frustrates me greatly because you have one of the most longest and successful, mind you, running horror franchises ever.
Sure.
She is in the front of all of that. And everyone is in the age of, women equality, this, that, and that. And I stand with women and all this shit. But you do bullshit like this. And you just and those of you who aren't even involved since the OGs, up here making decisions about the OGs. Somebody who should be executive producing by now, who should have rights and say in a franchise, like any man would. And it's utterly bullshit. So you get her and you're like, yeah, no, we're not going to pay what you want. Sorry, homie. Figure it out. So now you got to try to rework the script, which frightens me. Because obviously she was going to be a part in it. It's Sidney fucking Prescott. Courtney Cox is left to fend for herself and hold this movie together now with Gail, which is cool. But it's like, it's Sidney, bro. That's like doing the last fucking Halloween with Jamie Lee. Is like, you know what? We're not going to pay you, bitch. Figure it out. We'll make the story around you. It's like, wait, what? Like, this is my shit. Like, this all ends with me.
Yeah.
No. So it's causing a lot of ruckus online and amongst the fans and around that era, rightfully so.
Sure.
Because she's been fucked and she shouldn't be. It fucking sucks. I know I would actually opinion on this, but like I said, you haven't seen any of these.
I know, but I am over here doing a little bit of research here and just talking about what you're talking about, because it seems like, quite frankly, she didn't get the, amount of money that she wanted. She felt like she deserved.
Right.
And so I decided to look up the budget of the movie versus what it made. So Scream 5 was made for $24 million, which is so cheap in today's standards. And it made $140 million. So it cashed out with that 116. And then, sometimes they say go ahead and double the budget for marketing, but it still made, for a movie that cheap, it doubled. It's
right.
It made everything back easily. So just the simple fact, I don't know what she's offered and whether or not, I don't know what she wants, whether it's 2 million, 5 million, whatever, but like I do
you give it to her.
Right. I look at this and I'm like, if your budget was 24 million originally, let's say it went up, you went ahead and raised it to 30 for the sequel, raise it to 35 and give her another 5, whatever it is. I mean, legitimately. And I think that you and I we'd do a lot of things for 5 mil. And we're talking about adding that on to what she was offered. And so I find it very weird. I don't know what studio this is. Do you know what studio makes?
It's to Paramount now. I think they have.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
rights.
Paramount. Very weird to allow yourself to lose that lead type of actress, especially hearing you talk about, we had 2 apparently new girls in this one. One's great, one's not.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's weird to say, oh no, fuck it, we'll go all in on both of them. It's like, no, now's when you go all in on, because from what I understand, she was kind of more of a cameo-ish. She wasn't super big.
I wouldn't say cameo, but it wasn't all about her. Like,
right.
She came in, she was sprinkled and then prominent at the end.
So, I don't know what they wanted her to do in the next one, but I just feel like, man, this is like a time to just go ahead and make that, like, give her that money. Because she's done a lot for you. So that's pretty surprising that they would allow her to walk. And definitely just, she's the face of Scream. Like, it's just weird.
No, it's literally fucking,
especially after killing the guy in that movie. So like, he can't come back. Right? The main, like, what's the main guy?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Hey, you went all spoilers throughout. You told
That's
the whole movie
true.
on this podcast.
I did, actually. Yeah.
That's how I know.
Yeah.
But like, so he can't come back. Like, you have another OG that can't come back. It's just weird to not double down on what you got. But
no, it's fucking ridiculous. And this is gonna massively hurt their.
Right. They will now make less money because they don't have that. Are we going to finally see her die or see her do this kind of thing? So, it'd be interesting for sure, because they just got a cheaper movie and it's going to make less money. So they might still see it as a win. I don't know.
I don't know. It's
that doesn't mean fans do.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. And it's very evident. And it sucks because all I know is they better not do no dumb shit of like an off-screen. Oh, this just in. Woodsboro native fucking Sidney Prescott has been found. I swear.
That would be horrible.
You talk about bad? Oh my God.
I don't think they're that dumb. Because, like, if this movie makes a ton of money somehow, like if it's actually great and makes a ton of money, then they offer her.
Later.
I know, that's true. But, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Right. That would be.
If they were like to Spider.
Oh my God. Do you know they would fuck themselves so bad?
Right. I mean,
if they did that, like so bad, if they did
crazy.
That. Because yeah, dude, fucking Scream 5 was great. And she was a really big part of that. Like I said, that main chick was fucking horrible, dude. She's fucking horrible. Jenna Ortega, great. Like if you were to center it around her, happy.
Yeah.
Make her the new final girl. Do it. But her sister's still alive. Kill her in the beginning. Make it about Jenna. And do some kind of passing of the torch with the legendary characters or some shit. I don't know. But not this chick. But anywho, hopefully they wake the fuck up and we'll be like, listen, we're sorry. Here, please come back. Here's fucking however much. Because you deserve it. Because you've been in this business for how long and you carry one of the biggest horror franchises ever. Here you go. We'll see. But people are stupid, so I'm not very convinced. All right.
Agreed.
Onward to the last topic of the evening. We finally got it, guys. We finally saw it. It happened. Very surprising. Didn't expect it. But we got it. And that's Obi-Wan versus Vader. Obi-Wan, episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 3, whatever they're going by.
Part 3.
Part 3. There you go. Thank you so much. Obi-Wan is in Leia on this planet. I forget where it is. Kala something that was sent by Kamel. Sorry, I felt like I was having a stroke. They finally get there. They're trying to meet up with the point of contact so they can get to the port and get her back to Alderaan. But along the way, a few hiccups happen. We run into some stormtroopers. We run into a fuck-ass alien who fucking sells us out.
Shrimp Seth Rogen.
Right. Which is Zach Braff. I'm like, that's your greatest Seth Rogen impression ever.
For real.
And then they're right there. It's like, okay, listen, the pilot's almost ready. Just hide out here. Well, good. We open up with Vader, first and foremost. We're like, hey, boom, here he is.
Yeah.
Like full OG, getting assembled. He talks in this good old James Earl. Again, but probably just sharpened up with some technology because his voice is very old now. So I think he probably did give lines like, thank you. Now let's sharpen this shit up. Now let's do this and do all that. So we see him. He's talking to Reva. He's like, listen, bitch, I know what you've been doing. If you really want to be about some shit, get Kenobi and you're good. Like, get out of my face.
Yeah. If you don't, you're dead. You fucking bitch.
Exactly. And you won't even know you're dead. It's going to happen that fast. So don't fuck up. And then he just fucking dips off. So Obi-Wan and Leia are waiting to leave with this pilot. And all of a sudden, fucking Obi-Wan starts shitting himself. He's like, dear God. I was like, what the fuck's happening? Turns around. And Vader's here. He's like, got you, homie. I know you. I'm coming for you, my goddamn self. And this shit. Like, the episode's cool. But when Darth Vader is unleashed, sweet Christmas, is it beautiful? And I love it. It tested the limits of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like, we had some fucking neck snapping of children.
Right. We got a father die kind of generally, and then the son's neck gets absolutely destroyed. That was interesting. Yeah.
We get a bitch getting fucking dragged to the ground, screaming for her life while getting choked to death.
Yep.
I'm like, this is beautiful. And Obi-Wan's like, listen, fuck it. Take her and go. I gotta distract him, get him away from everything. He's running around, and another beautiful shot, just right there. Fucking, like, what's up, homie? Like, where you going? Like, light the lightsaber. Like, Darth Vader's like, I'm here. What's up? And Obi-Wan's like, yeah, no, I'm not ready. I'm out. And fucking, then he dips. And he just can't escape this man. He's like, listen, I'm here, bitch. Like, I'm what you made me. Face it. And then they just go at it. Obi-Wan gets his shit rocketufed, like, completely.
Yeah.
Like, he can barely stand. Like, he can barely guard. Darth Vader's just one-handing this man. Just like, yeah, hey, buddy, what you gonna do? Yeah, what's up? He's literally fucking hammer fisting him with a damn lightsaber. And then, in the most gangster of all, he sets some shit on fire. He just drags Obi-Wan through the fire. He's like, yeah, feel it, bitch. Sucks, doesn't it? I'm like, holy hell, this is brutal.
Yeah.
And then he gets saved, and then he walks away. And Vader's like, "Yeah, you can take him. I'm not done with you, homie. It's just the beginning." And then it ends. What did you think of the episode?
I don't love it. I don't love it at all.
Dear God.
I mean, just so many things are just fundamentally wrong with everything that's happening. And it's really infuriating, to be honest, like very much so. Because yeah, I mean, you're watching Obi-Wan fight Vader, fucking cool, but like, right. It goes back to Obi-Wan should be worried about Luke and like getting back to Luke, or like dying right now, and the possibility of Luke not getting trained. And instead, he's like, I'm gonna go out there and distract Vader. I'll probably die, but and like that's so not the mission, just to start. But then you get to the fact that we just got an Obi-Wan versus Vader fight in episode 3, while Obi-Wan has not fought an Inquisitor yet. Like, this 100% should not have been Vader yet. Vader should have been a one-time, like Vader versus Obi-Wan is a one-time fight. Should have been the finale, and it should have been, the most epic thing ever. Instead,
we'll still get it.
No, we will, and it won't matter as much. It won't be as cool because we already have Vader that has let him escape for no reason, when that's so not the Vader that we were just seeing. We were seeing a Vader that was ruthless and was like, no, I'm going to torture you to death right here, right now. There's no escaping. And then he just allows 2 very slow things to take him, and he's like, I'll get him later. That's not Vader at all. Like, Vader would have just forced him back over the fire that he had already put out once, and just been like, where the fuck you think you're going? So just fundamentally, like, I'm really losing faith in Star Wars, because they are going for nothing but spectacle. They're just like, oh no, let's just have them fight multiple times, and that it makes no sense for the story. Vader's not conflicted. He drug him through the fire.
Yeah.
We got nothing of him being conflicted in this episode. That is you writing that.
Oh, there's no bit of confliction.
Yeah,
at all.
I mean,
he just wants to toy with him. He's like, I'm not gonna kill you right now, bro.
Well, no, but that was the thing, is like,
it's like, you will suffer.
Yeah, like, he should not have let him go. Like,
I think it's a cat and mouse game. I think it's like, yeah, I want to run.
That's obviously what they're doing.
Right.
But like, that does not fit the characters at all. Like, I also can't stand the fact that, like, the first time in this series, I said this before it started, like, I'm waiting for when we get to see Obi-Wan's lightsaber get turned on. And do you remember what the scene is when we get to see it? He flips it on out of fear, and then just turns it off. And it's like, that's what the fuck, like, that's what
he doesn't turn it off. He has a whole conversation with Vader first,
right? And then it does nothing with it. He just does it out of full on fear. Like, I mean, it was completely, like, you don't even like get to see him grab it. Like, he's just like, he's just running, and all of a sudden it's just like, like it's like he's already done it multiple times.
Oh, shit.
And and it's just so lackluster, and it really just seems like no one has any fucking clue what they're doing anymore. And it's infuriating. Like, I've already seen, like, just in the fact of this, like, I don't know about on your end, but like, we've had no viewers watching this show for the most part, and it's because no one gives a fuck about this show. I tweeted today about Obi-Wan's gonna hurt Miss Marvel's viewing, and one guy was like, well, actually, Miss Marvel was tweeted more than Obi-Wan was last week, and it's not even out yet. And so Miss Marvel might be overshadowing Obi-Wan tomorrow. And that's insane, because Obi-Wan half of Star Wars fans' favorite character. I mean, and then you get people that are like, no, I'm a Luke guy, or I'm a Leia person, or Han. It's like, no, but half of everyone is an Obi-Wan person. And he's going to get overshadowed. Oh, he's going to get overshadowed by Miss Marvel, which is great. But also, that's crazy. So yeah, I really am like, I'm very surprised, because I'm a little annoyed as well, which we could talk about this later, but I have to really think about it. I've already seen the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, so I don't have to watch those tomorrow morning while I'm watching, Obi-Wan. Like, for the next 2 episodes of Obi-Wan, I don't have to watch Miss Marvel. I do have to
re-record. Are they dropping the first 2 episodes of Miss Marvel?
No. But the thing is, so that means all of press has only seen the first 2 episodes. That means on the day that Obi-Wan finale is also the first time throughout the release schedule of Miss Marvel that it's an episode we haven't seen and we need to watch with everyone else. And so I have to choose between the finale of Obi-Wan and the first Miss Marvel episode I haven't seen yet. And we will fucking see which one I pick to watch. And that's really crazy to say that. Between the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Miss Marvel episode 3. Wild. But yeah, I'm really sad, because Ewan's great. Vader was cool. I mean, obviously. But completely wasted and misused when that should 100% have been in, like, any other Inquisitor. Like, it should have been the no-name Inquisitor give Obi-Wan a hard time, and then it really shows you how much work he needs to do before he fights Vader. But instead, it's Vader. He gets his ass kicked, and Vader's like, go ahead, even though I want nothing more in my life than you dead. But I'm gonna let you go. Makes no sense. But I
get it.
But also, it is that thing of Star Wars fans are like, hey, this is Obi-Wan. Be happy with what we're getting. This is awesome. And I'm like, no, sorry. Once again, like, I have higher standards than this shit. I'm not going to, I can't do it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is wild. Like, it's wild, to say the least.
Heard it, and listen, I won't fight perspective. That's how you feel it. I won't fight it. I get it, understand it. Like I said, the episode was cool. Like I said, it was just the Vader shit for me. I was just like, this is fucking great.
It's cool. It's not great, but it's cool.
It's fucking great to me, you bastard. I don't have as much disdain for that as you. I can see it. But I'm like, I get it. He wants to toy with him, play with him, but I get where you're coming from too.
But it's also just the trope of, oh, well, we have people that it's the trope of like something that would happen in Civil War, where it's like they had 2 heroes fighting each other, or it's 2 big characters, that there are people that love Vader and there are people that love Obi-Wan. And so they're like, they decided for the series, let's have them fight twice and let one win each. And it's like, that's completely against the point, because now this really doesn't line up, like, at all. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, that's so unnecessary. Like, you should have had Vader be sitting there telling the Inquisitors, like, no, go out there and do this dirty work. Bring him to me, and I'm going to kill him right here on Mustafar, where he did this to me. Bring him to me. And instead, he just shows up, and he fails. He can't say shit to any of the Inquisitors now. What? He just threatened Reva's life. So if you don't get him, I'm going to kill you. And then he can't go get him. Wild. I mean, who the fuck wrote this shit? It makes no sense. That's Darth Vader, the greatest villain of all time in cinematic history. Darth Vader, that was him.
That's a good point, actually.
So, just so anybody knows, he's literally the best.
That's a good point.
So maybe he'll show up again, and he'll just let him go again.
Or he's just gonna get his ass kicked, whichever one.
Well, and now they're talking about possibly a season 2, and if that's the case, I'm really not watching that shit. That's fucking ridiculous.
I hope there's no season 2. It makes no sense.
I mean, the 6-episode event until there's another season.
Right.
It's like, when you high?
Do we get white-haired McGregor at the end of this?
Oh, you talking about like if they did like a time jump?
Yeah. Like go where like New Hope leaves off. Like we see him in an all-white short with a beard, like straight up like McGinnis. Do we
It's
see
possible. But
that? I was
honestly,
thinking about that the other day too.
Disney is so money hungry. I doubt it. I think that they'll leave him to where if they wanted to bring him back later on, they could.
I don't want him to.
No, me either. It makes no sense. But
fucking Leia's taken again.
oh, weird. It's almost like they have no fucking story to tell.
I'm like, Rich, again?
Like, yeah, oh, she got us caught again, and now she's caught again. Oh, good. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing too that's gonna piss me off is even though I will fucking love it, it'll be awesome, but I'm guessing episode 4 is Obi-Wan in the back to tank, and we're getting some Boba Fett flashbacks of Clone Wars with Anakin for the whole episode.
Oh, probably. Probably. Come.
So
Use the back to tank.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Can I just give you money? Like, no. That wasn't me.
I don't know about this show, man. I don't know. It's just crazy to me that this is a show about what happened with Obi-Wan Kenobi in between 3 and 4, and this is what we've gotten. It is absolutely insane to me. Like, some random guy from the middle of Texas with no talent or experience should not be able to write a better show than this.
Yeah.
And instead, they get, Deborah Chow, she's directing it well.
She is.
I mean, I would guess she was part of the story. How about we stop just giving people that do 1 or 2 good episodes of one show a whole series? Because that didn't work well with Boba Fett, and
No, it's not.
I mean they had to give his show away halfway through the show. So, I mean, it's crazy to me that I like Ewan McGregor. I love you to death. Like, I love him, and he's so good as Obi-Wan. And they're wasting him, and that's crazy to me. I didn't think that was possible.
I'm curious how this episode's gonna be. Let's see. It might be a full-on Anakin throwback episode. I'm sure. Maybe. A Clone Wars spectacle. Fucking Ahsoka might pop up.
Exactly.
Or
It's going.
fucking.
We got to bring everybody in.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're even talking like so. In this episode, he's in that safe
Rex
house.
person, whatever. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, Quinlan was here," which is Quinlan Voss. And now people are like, "Oh, Ice Cube's son is playing Quinlan Voss. He'll show up." And
Ice Cube son.
yeah, he's in this. He's in the series.
Oh shit!
But,
I completely
Yeah,
forgot about.
and that's what was funny was he tweeted out and was like, "Wait till y'all see who I am." And it's like,
Are they gonna give
motherfucker.
dreads?
They have to. I mean, I don't know how he'll look at that, but
Right.
it's once again, it's like dumb storytelling of like, oh, we're gonna go to this safe house, and he's asking great questions. He's like, why would you risk this? Like, how many of these are there? And she's like, oh, there's safe houses like this spread all across the galaxy. And he's like, oh, Quinlan was here. And she's like, yeah, he helps from time to time. And you'll just so happen to run into him again soon. And it's like, that's not, like, this is a galaxy. And we're going to run into this one guy that we just so happen to find his drawing. This is Jedi that we're not supposed to be knowing where any of them are. And we're going to run into that motherfucker right after we ran into his handwriting from 3 years back. And it's like, that's so dumb storytelling. Like, it's lazy. And guess what? That's not going to get it. Like, unless he does some really cool shit, there's the amount of people that went to Star Wars Celebration are the only people that know enough about Quinlan Voss to give a fuck about him showing up.
Yeah, because I know I damn sure was like, who? But I know
Exactly.
it's important. But
I mean, even when in the moment he says Quinlan, and I was like, can't remember who that is. Like, forgot. And then my cousin was like, Quinlan Voss, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's right. Yeah, he's in the animated stuff. Great. That's it. I don't care. I mean, and we're going to get some fucking...
Remember if you're just talking shit, he's playing nobody important. Just like some side person.
Yeah. It's quite possible.
But if it's Quinlan, cool. Good for him. Ooh, excuse me.
But also, like, hey, there's supposed to be no Jedi left. We're going to see 3.
I'm going to say, yeah, clearly they're scattered.
Yeah, it's like
nobody's left.
So, I don't know. It's crazy. But we'll see what happens. Like, it's obviously... I'm watching the show because it's Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. If they had maybe focused on that, it would have been great. Because that's what everyone fucking wanted.
Yeah.
But instead we've got a
whole lot of Leia.
Yeah, we've got Leia running around. We've got Inquisitors who, guess what? We're not going to use them. We're just going to let Vader come in and fuck up. Like...
And the big one we did, we killed off, quote unquote. We sidelined them.
Yeah.
And then we have this crazy bitch running around. And then, yeah.
Because I swear, like, if this season ends with Vader killing Reva for not catching Obi-Wan, he's the most shittiest human ever.
Well, like, yeah, that'll go with human. It's like, listen, bitch, I don't care if I failed, die.
Yeah, he's like, I'm allowed to fail, but you? He's like, nah.
You haven't earned the right to fail.
Just crazy.
Yeah, I know. But all right, we shall see what happens tonight, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan. We shall see. We shall see.
Can we just quickly just say how incredibly stupid it is that they're releasing Marvel shows and Star Wars shows on the same day, like for the same audiences. It makes no sense. Like when I Am Groot comes out, if that's going up against Andor or something, who cares? I'm watching Andor, and that's obvious that kids will watch I Am Groot, adults and teenagers will be watching Andor. Great.
I might just skip both of them.
Right. But instead you're going to do Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan together. It's like, what are you thinking? Like, give them their own days. Like, you'll have more interaction.
I guess they just
on your platform.
Set days, I guess.
Like,
I don't know.
Like, even just Star Wars Tuesdays, Marvel Wednesdays. It's fine. Like, I mean,
didn't they drop Obi-Wan on a Friday?
That was for Celebration.
I know, but I was like, you still can drop the shit. So put Miss Marvel on Fridays or some shit. I don't know.
Right. And what they're really afraid of is they don't want to do it Thursdays or Fridays because then it goes against movies coming out in theaters. But guess what? You're a streaming service. The shit's going to be there for them to get when they get home. Like, that's the whole point, is you're making content for people when they come home. Like,
that's true. Well,
I don't know why you're so upset about, oh no, we want that day one watch. It's like, you don't have to give anybody your fucking analytics. It's not like the box office in theaters where everybody knows
going on derpy. That's true. I mean,
so I don't know why they're so conflicted about that, but
they just want the dick on the table. That's it.
Literally, I mean, keeping Obi-Wan on Fridays would have been perfect, but they're scared.
It would have been perfect, actually.
They're scared of Jurassic. They're scared of, I guess, Lightyear.
Excuse me. Which apparently is getting shit.
Right.
Reviews.
That's the thing. They should have been scared of Top Gun Maverick, which they opened up against with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
That was Friday.
I saw that shit last night. Again.
It's so
that
fucking
shit
good,
was packed.
Yeah.
Still.
So good.
Not an empty seat. It's so, bro, I really love this movie. I really love
I've seen it 3 times. I'm done seeing it, obviously, but because I'm not going to see it not in IMAX. But
I've seen it 3 too.
It's
Right?
phenomenal.
Or was it more? I think it was 3.
I think you saw it 3. Last week you had just seen it twice, so I think you've.
Yeah. 3.
But yeah, I took my boss to see it last Friday. We had nothing to do, and so I was like, and he hadn't seen it yet. He kind of got fucked around from a buddy of his, and he didn't get to go with me that Thursday night, and then he didn't go with me again. And so I was like, hey, there's a noon showing, and it's Friday. We're working. I was like, you want to go this noon showing? And he was like, let's fucking do it. And so we just snuck off, and we like went and did jobs afterwards. There was like 6 people in theater because it's noon, you know, it's
Right.
on a work day, and it was awesome. Like, and it was because he's like I told you, like he's big, like Predator, things like that. He's like, he loves, and there were multiple times where I like looked over and he's just like, like he's just like, I can't believe I'm seeing this, and it was so like it was awesome because like that's the way he reacts to stuff. And he literally was like when they're doing the run and they got to go up the thing and then do the flip to go down the mountain. I watched
the test
him,
or the actual?
the actual.
Gotcha.
I watched him during that scene. Like I looked over right after they had done the inversion and then flip back, and he literally was like, he's like, they're doing it. It's fucking incredible. Like he's just like looking at these jets going, oh my God. And yeah, it was fucking
It's still
awesome.
amazing, dude. Like that movie, that's in my heart. That movie's fucking great.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I seriously cannot wait to purchase that on 4K Blu-ray and watch it again.
oh yeah.
Because
And even
it's
then, it's
so
gonna
good.
feel like a disservice. I'm like, this screen's not
Oh
big
no,
enough.
for sure, exactly. I mean, it's going to be absolute shit compared to the IMAX experience. But
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, man, like fucking thank you for Top Gun Maverick because it's
Yes.
awesome, so good.
It is. Oh God, I can't talk about that movie all night. All right, y'all. That's going to do it. That's our show, and we love y'all, but there's not many of you in the chat to warrant, a 10-20 minute thing.
Yeah, not much to talk about.
Yeah, not much talking today. So yeah. So Logan,
Yes, sir.
where can the people find you, and what do you have going on?
Well, yes, sir. You can find me right here on Twitter, Logan_Swish. Also, Logan Swish on YouTube, Patreon, which is where you can find my Obi-Wan reactions, Miss Marvel reactions, anything like that will be on Patreon, as well as all the other Disney Plus shows that have already come out. And yeah, we're moving on to Miss Marvel. I didn't really get a chance to talk about it on this show, but I've seen the first 2 episodes, and while it's obviously not like it's about a high school girl that's super awkward and also becoming a hero, so like expect that, like get those expectations, but I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far, and I like all the characters, so it's really nice. So I'm excited for people to see it. Yeah.
All righty, and you can find me right up top on all forms of social media, so please do me a favor and hit that follow. We really appreciate it, as well as guys, if you're watching this show, if you like what you see here, please help us spread the word. Hit that thumbs up. Let's the show reach a lot more people. Hit the notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop, and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
Yes,
It don't
sir.
cost you nothing. Just commitment. That is it. All right, y'all. It's ya boy Night.
And I'm Logan.
And as always, we'll see y'all in the cave. Peace, Dizzle.
Later, guys.